Rev up those fryers, cause I am sure hungry for one.
Hey people, welcome back to your grandma's basement. Yes. So, exciting things happened in the science world recently. So, we just bringing shit back now? We just bringing stuff back? That's what we're doing? I mean, like honestly it's cool. So if you don't know what I'm talking about the dire wolf thing. So a group of scientists brought back an extinct animal from I think it was extinct 12,000 years ago or something, and they just brought it back. It's very interesting when you think about it because, like, you're going to have people that are like, oh, yeah, like, this is dope as hell. Or you're going to have people that are like, no, 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 not at all. And it's like, I think it's a few things. I think it's a few things that kind of comes into it. I think it's like people are definitely worried about playing God, and I can see that. I can see why. But on the other hand, I think it would be dope to live at the same time as a woolly mammoth. You know? You know? I was actually talking to my dad and my sister about this recently, and they were talking about how they think it's like, what's the point of learning how to clone things? Because it's basically cloning. It's to clone ourselves. And then, like, what if that turns into like a copy of a copy situation where it's like you keep running the same thing through a printer and then it just gets more and more like worse like over time because they're just doing the same thing. Some could argue that's incest, mm, but yeah. So like it's interesting. So basically a while back this actually started where they tried to bring back a goat, like a mountain goat, and it died like a few like I think a few days after it like came alive. Like it died like very short. So it was technically like a fail. But this one, from what I've heard and seen, I have an article right here that I'm trying to skim through as I do this, but I've seen people say that these things have been alive for like 7 months. So they got so they have three dire wolf puppies right now, and I think they're already the size of bear cubs, which is wild. Like I have a golden retriever, and they would roughly be he's like 100 pounds or so. They're already probably like half his weight, half his size, and they're months old. So I think they're supposed to be like, you know, the size of a bear. Which I mean, like I don't even know if these things are gonna be like let out into the world. Like are they actually gonna be let out into the wild? I don't know. There's usually like some issues, from what I remember, people like doing like housing an animal then letting it out. It doesn't know how to survive. So who knows if they're actually gonna let that thing out? They'll probably let them out for some form of like um control, like some nature control thing. Like maybe there's too many in one thing or whatever. But basically, from what I've seen, the team that brought back the wolves, since the news just came out a few days ago, they're talking about bringing back the woolly mammoth, Tasmanian tiger, which I think we have a video and a picture of it from 1930, and then the dodo bird, and then maybe the little ankle biter like dinosaurs. I'm all in for that. Probably not the dinosaur part, but I'd be pretty happy to see a woolly mammoth. I think that would be dope. I don't know. I think that'd be awesome. I would love to live at the same time as a woolly mammoth, and then like maybe I get to see one, see a video of it. That would be wild. I think they're planning on doing it within the next 4 years, which will be wild. I hope. That looks so cool. That would look so cool. Just imagine being able to like tell my kids or my grandkids like, yeah, you know, they used to not always be around. They were they were gone at one point. Now they're back. You know. So, but it's funny. Every time I talk to someone about this, they're always like, "Dude, did you not watch Jurassic World?" I'm just like, "Yeah, but like those guys were idiots. Like, there's no way that we can actually there's no way that we can do this and then be like, yeah, let's make it like a zoo. They're gonna put those things behind like 40 feet of concrete if they're gonna do a zoo. I would do that. I don't. Ew. Don't make the ones that fly. They'll just get out. You know. I don't know what like. I feel like people are always like, oh no, it's like Jurassic World or Jurassic Park. And it's like, yeah, we've all seen those movies, but like, it's not gonna actually be like that probably. Probably. I mean, like, they made Jaws, and like, yeah, shark attacks are bad, but like, you know how often those happen? Like, isn't the statistic like you're more likely to get struck by lightning than attacked by a shark or die to a vending machine than to a shark? Die to a vending machine. Like that's your own stupidity at that point. It's not even alive. It doesn't even think. So like, the hell. Like come on. But yeah, that's. I think it's cool. I honestly think it's cool. I feel like. I feel like it could definitely be something that will be a novel of an idea. Plenty of people are going to be mad about it. A lot of people are. Because they'll technically be playing God. So that'll concern a lot of people. And then also in like Romania, they think they found a dragon skeleton. Look, okay, I would not put it. I wouldn't be shocked if we find evidence that they did live at one point. I'm not saying they live now. We'd already see them. But like I wouldn't be shocked if all of a sudden we're like, "Oh yeah, we have found straight up skeletons. We found a massive cave and there was like a giant skeleton on top of a bunch of gold." I think we also may have found King Arthur's sword. Oh no. I'm just saying I wouldn't be shocked if all of a sudden like dragons were alive. Well, not now, but like were at some point. Cuz I mean like there's depictions of them all over the world. You know? Like what you can't tell me so, I mean like yeah, there could be like word of mouth and like some art being passed down, but like all over the world there's like, oh, dragons. Yeah, that's a thing. These giant flying monsters that shoot fire from their mouth. You could argue the same thing about unicorns, but like I don't think those existed. I don't think those existed. I mean like I don't think it was to the extent that they thought it was. Like maybe like yeah, there was probably a horse that had like a horn like coming out of its head, but that was about it. Like maybe the like I don't think it was any like magical thing. It probably was literally just a horse with a horn coming out of its head at some point, and then people probably killed them all for the horns, and now they're like, oh well they're done, they're gone. Man, interesting times that we're living in. Like I feel like soon we're gonna get to a point where like cloning people is already a thing that we can probably do. I mean, if we just figured out, okay, well, like making a human being from the exact DNA from another person, we could probably do. But then like having its own memories and like intelligence and awareness, that's gonna be different. That's gonna be hard to do. I mean, like I think they like unless we digitize the brain, unless we literally figure out a way to digitize the whole thing into like a little SIM card or like an SSD. So we just have like a little thing. We just, oh, there's all my memories and all my stuff. So, but then again, is that you though? Is it really you? Like if I'm like, let's say that I'm 99 years old. I am about to die. And they just make another body for me, okay? It's my body from when I'm like 19 from right now. It's my exact body, but my soul and my consciousness isn't there. It's just a, a body. It's just a body. And then they upload all of my memories and feelings into an SSD card, and then they put it into the new body. Am I dead? And then this is just another version of me living on? Like, I don't think consciously I'm going to live through this other body. It's the same thing with like teleportation and stuff. Like with teleportation, it's like breaking down the molecules or whatever, the atoms, changing them, and then sending that data to another device that will then rebuild you from the ground up. Are you you? Are you dead? And that because you can't unless you can somehow transfer the soul. Even then, like soul, like we can't even physically see it. We don't even know what it is. So does that mean that if we're able to completely replicate the brain as it is now, does that just mean that's the soul too? Where we're just able to go whoop, boom, same person, new body type deal. I don't know. We're not at that point in society to where we can actually do that yet, I'm guessing. I mean, like, I know Elon Musk is talking about us going to Mars within the next 30 years. I'm gonna be 50 by the time that happens. So like, will I ever see Mars? No. Would I like to? Yes. I would very much like to see Mars. I think that would be awesome. Hopefully we can make like a drug that'll like allow me to age slower. You know? I wish that was a thing that we had. Just at some point, we're able to just be like, yeah, I want to live to be 150 years old. Let me just take a supplement for the rest of my life. Boom. It extends my life by like a month or so. Actually, no. If that was the case, then you'd live for like hundreds of years. The supplement like adds another day to your lifespan. Ooh, that would be interesting. So like every single day you take a supplement and then it just adds another life, but you can only take one a day. So you're technically just prolonging your life by another day perpetually until eventually you're like, okay, well, I don't want to take this anymore. I'll just die. That'd be an interesting topic. I wonder. Well, okay, there's that one guy who's like taking his son's plasma. Mm. It's a thing. It's weird, but I see why. But it's weird. I don't know. This is gonna be an interesting couple of years we're about to witness. It really is. Like, I think we just got back in this casually sending people into space. Like Katy Perry and a bunch of other women went up. They didn't go like far. I think they went just outside of the gravitational pull, so that way they can truly experience zero G and just kind of glide along the world. I think they went instead of around the equator, they went around the northern and southern like hemisphere, like Antarctica and stuff. That I would I be interested in doing that? Probably not. I'd like to go to the moon. Look, I wanna record the first podcast on the moon. Okay? Nick and I talked about this in our podcast. I want to make the first podcast on the moon. That's what I want to do. That would be interesting. Let me write all my comic books. Let me do all the movies. Let me meet as many celebrities, build as many cities, create as many foods as I want. I want to record a podcast on the moon. I want to do it. I think that would be hilarious. Why does my fingertips look so dark in the camera? But I think that would be hilarious. I think it'd be the most awesome thing you could ever brag about. Like, yeah, I hosted a 2 hour long podcast on the moon with Chris Pratt. Did it with Chris Pratt. Imagine. Oh man. Yeah. Casual like flights to the moon, that would be crazy. That would be wild. Let me see. How long does it take to get to the moon? I thought it was like a few days time, really. Let me see. To the moon time or whatever. Yeah, it's like 3 days. That's not bad, really. I mean, it'd be a long ass flight. Also, I think what we should do, build a giant ship, okay? Build a massive ship in space, okay? We build it in space. Never let it actually get into the gravitational pull of anything, okay? And it just kind of hangs out in space, kind of going back and forth. All right? And what we do is we send people to this ship. People go in, and then it's like a bigger area, so you're not just in this tight ass thing. And then you just kind of hang out on this ship for like 3 days, and then you're at the moon. And then we could have our moon base. We could have all of our stuff. And I guess they probably do the same thing with Mars, but Mars is like what, a 6 month flight? It's like a 3 to 6 month flight or something like that, right? How long does it take? Yeah, it's 6 to 9 months one way. It's absurd. I mean, like, we also don't travel at the speed of light. So, I don't know how many light years Mars is. How long is 1 hour on Mars? Yeah, so, I don't know. That'd be interesting to go. But will I go to Mars and find a Martian? Probably not. Although, didn't they find like some weird looking structures on there? Not like a tower or anything, but like like, didn't they start finding like perfect square outlines or something? Crazy. Crazy time. So, but yeah, that's just what I want to talk about. Like, comment, subscribe. Go check out my other podcasts. Time to Go with Nick. And send it to your friends, send it to your grandma. Your grandma's gonna love my videos. And bye bye.